All right, man, we back with another video from Chairman Key about Fire Force. I guess it's the second episode. Let's get straight into it.
Friday, so you already know what that means.
Yep.
After Captain Burns is the first and last. It's Fire Force Friday, so you already know what that means. After Captain Burns is the first and last person to be affected by Ino level jutsu, the episode starts off with Shinra in an Adola link with Captain Burns. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Shinra, you know you're captain. I'm low-key finna
I haven't even watched the first episode.
On my mama, you
my dead granny, nigga.
Left Shinra so shocked he was sweating bullets and all he could do was smile ear to ear. But Company 8 is now talking to Victor saying, yo, we gotta go into hiding because we're fugitives for no reason just because we have ties to Obi. And Shinra saying, yeah, cut it with the small talk.
They
I just saw Burns doing a Dola link. Yeah, we gotta get in that matchbox and we gotta go. But then they show us Obi and Hinoa in the rookie stages looking like LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. Yo, bro, you got any girls in your phone? Bro, what? A girlfriend? What? Oh, my fault. You swing that way. So you got any boys in your phone? Dude, ain't we supposed to be killing Infernals right now? Hey, bro, it's cool though. You just a bum, but it's good that you on the team. But then we cut back to Company 8 and they're hopping in the matchbox and they are leaving the company for good. And even Shinra himself said we might not be back for a while, and based off of how quick the Fire Force anime has been moving, bro, it might be another 20 years. I know that this is the last season, but I still wanted to say that. But now, I don't know Fire Force's unhealthy obsession with making noises and not being able to see.
Why do you have that picture inside of your stuff? Like, I understand a picture like this, but why did you have that picture and you put it in randomly? You're done.
The character on screen.
Man,
First episode, we got Hamed taking some ferocious backies. And now this episode, we have Obi working out, but it's off screen again of somebody just making straight noises. And then even then when we see him, it's just some liquid dropping down and then him breathing heavily. But then we see this man Obi doing straight push-ups, cranking them out like he's Yujiro Hama. He has the demon back. Instead of sitting in prison straight gooning, he's grinding. Instead of working out normally and doing reps until failure, he's doing reps until dehydration. He's putting the life on his line for this exercise. But now they got Obi on the big screens all around the city like Mysterio did to Spider-Man. Who would have thought that Company 8?
Man, yeah. Shut up, nigga.
Ogun saying, yeah, no, this is not like the 8th, but I'm not gonna lie, Ogun is my boy. This is one of my goats right here, but this dude needs a fade because I do not know what's going on with his hairline. Dude walked into the barber saying, yeah, cut the size down a little because I do not know what's going on with his hairline. Dude walked in.
Bro, if your barber ever gave you this, my boy, you need to end that, boy. Because look, why would your hairstylist braid your literal hairline back? Like, bro, you don't have a line no more. There's no line. And then they and you look bald right here. Oh my god, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta lock in. I understand that you're black. Nigga, lock in, bro. That's
the
not
barber
what we
saying,
wear.
yeah, cut the size down a little, then put some random indents in the side of my hair to make it look even stupider.
Facts.
Leave the temples of my head bald, you know, a little more up towards the top of my head, and then just give me like a kind of like a lightning bolt looking hairline. I think that'd be tough. He'd be a fool if he tipped the barber after this cut. And they're even showing us a perspective from Company 5.
Hairline.
A doctor that looks like he came straight out of the Coneheads is telling Hibana, yo, you gotta stop supporting Company 8 or we finna become traitors too. And weren't these the same people in season 1 that literally took an Infernal captive even though they were supposed to put bro out of his misery, ran illegal
bro, how long is you gonna put the scene up, bro? Keep going, bro. Keep going, bro.
Other Infernals,
I don't feel
they're
right.
Not excommunicated like Company 8. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'ma assume Hibana is doing something behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. The news even hit Asakusa and it had Benimaru walking down the street like he just lost $1 million gambling. Dude ain't even talking to the citizens of the city that he loves to throw parties for. The soldiers have Company 8 locked up like Company 8 committed a crime that Batman himself needs to leave everything going on in Gotham and pull up to Company 8 just to situate what's going on. Company 8 pulls up to some random abandoned building and they're deciding where to go next. Yo, when I first joined and I spoke to Obi, he asked me which set do I really rep. And I couldn't answer, bro. But to be completely honest, I don't like y'all at Company 8 or at Hajima. And he starts walking to the tree talking about a certain person and him have been outlaws all along. And the camera starts to pan and we see a shoe standing behind the tree. Dude thought he was Piccolo. This guy who's pushing 30 years old steps with a little pep in his step like a goofy jump like he's a clown.
Ooh.
And this man says sup. Pushing 30, by the way, this dude is saying sup. All of Company 8 is shocked to see Joker because this was the
bro, that was his name. Last time I watched the Fire Force video, I forgot his name. Because I was saying only one person able to laugh like the Joker inside of this show, and his name is Joker. I remembered Benny Morrow name, but I couldn't remember his name because his name was the Joker. I should have
Same guy who
remembered that
was
shit.
cooking them in the first season. But he's saying, yo, light or darkness, you gotta choose one or the other. And guess where they go? They in that sewer. And of
They in
course,
that-
the Go Arthur is still being the Go Arthur. Arthur sees a beware of dog sign and he thinks Cerberus is chilling in their lair. And when they enter that secret base, best believe Hinowa is still on that time and he got his hand on his grip, ready to shoot at him whenever he makes a wrong move. They then
Yo,
start scheming
bro.
a plan on how they
Don't
finna
pump
get Obi
fake.
back, saying, oh, we gotta find his location. And Joker's like, hey, I may be unemployed, but I already got that junk on the low. But like, in all seriousness, what does Joker do? Cause he's not in a company, he's not a part of the White Clad. Like, bro has no job, 30 years old, unemployed. He just fights for fun.
Bro, he
with
just
this
do
whole
what he
Joker
want.
gimmick, bro. He needs to get a job.
He
And
just do what he
basically, they're
want.
saying they
Who
threw
gon' stop
Obi
him?
in Blackgate prison. They locked this man up aside with some of the most heinous criminals in the Fire Force universe. Dude could be jailed up next to somebody with conquest level charges, while this dude got arrested for letting someone into his company, and then the enemies of that company gaslighting people into believing he
First of all, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Nobody in Fire Force getting hit with conquest level charges, okay? He committed every crime possible. Literally. Bro, conquest is a walk-in charge, okay? To be called conquest, you have to be a charge. Your own charge, separate from everybody else, okay?
did something he didn't do. But then we cut back to Burns and Haumea. Some of us thought he was playing around and he genuinely wasn't on the white class side. Hey, I was one of them. But we find out when Haumea is talking to Burns that he's serious. He really joined the white class side and he is not messing around with the companies no more. All because Soul told him to. Yeah, I'm also not gonna lie, Soul really just rung in and told me that Soul wants you, to turn Akitaru Obi into an Infernal and capture Shinra. You got that for me, right? For the bigger picture for Soul? Oh, my mama, Haumea, I'll cut my hands off for Soul. And this man really isn't lying either. She's using Talking Head to read his mind, and this man is set. He's standing on business. There is no turning back at this point. But basically, Joker and Shinra are the first ones to move out to go forward in their plan with saving Obi. But then we cut to the prison, and we have Bling Boy, if he was a girl, pulling up on Obi talking about gold, gold, gold. And don't y'all hate when y'all are watching sub and they're saying something, but you don't understand what they're saying because in the subtitles, it's not even in English. The only thing I gathered from what she was saying here was chestnut. That's it. I literally don't know what she's saying. Then she's taunting Obi saying, yo, I'm about to put this bug in you. My name is the Destroyer and I just love money. Bro, shut up. I don't care what your name is. Get me out of this prison now. You cannot buy me with money. You gotta
You cannot buy me with money.
But then we're met back with all of Company 8 and they're deciding, yeah, we gotta get on the move, so let's get started with our journey. And yet the Go Arthur makes another feat here thinking a lizard is a dragon. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but if you know, you know. This season, you know, you know. If you know, you know, you know.
What am I, bro? What am I supposed to be knowing, bro? You keep saying if you know, you know. No, tell me, bruh.
Hey, and then finally we go back to Joker and Shinra, and Joker is moving like a super senior right now. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, hands down, I've been watching you from day one, buddy. I've been watching your skills be harvested. I've been watching your skills grow. I've been watching every single thing you do, the meals you eat, the diet you're on. I know it all. Yo, you got too much time on your hands, bro. But Shinra's like, yo, why are you trying to help us so hard all of a sudden? There's no reason for all of this. And Joker's saying, yeah, I know it's sudden, but I see some potential in you. And I'm not gonna hold you. There's someone else I've been looking at in your company too. I've been watching him bathe. I've been watching him eat. I know all the clothes he buys, the stores he shops at. I know everything about this dude. I see a light in bro so bright that it might even be touching LeBron levels of brightness. And that,
bro, don't ever say nothing about LeBron again, bro. Don't bring LeBron up in these videos if I'm watching them, bro. I'm not playing with you, bro. I'm not playing.
Person I see the potential in is your captain. We gotta save Obi, and I'm not gonna hold you. You have that light too. And Joker saying he can put belts to any behind that he comes across, but he's asking Shinra, can he do the same? Cause I'm not gonna lie, it's looking like Joker's finna have to protect Shinra, but Shinra says, nah. I did some training at Asakusa with Benny Morrow. We coming back better than ever. I got the press of death. I got the corona.
I'm gonna keep it a bug. The outfits that the Fire Force people wear, those shits are so fire, bro. Like this outfit that Shinra got on, That shit is fire. And it got the glowing blue lights. That shit is fire. Definitely one of the best outfits in history. I don't care. But anime that I've done seen.
I got whatever I need. I'm finna cook anybody I come
It look
against.
cool.
Can you cook Benimaru though?
That shit look heavy
let's
as
just
fuck,
talk about
too.
something else. But Joker's like, yo, we made it to our destination. It's time to put some belts to some behind. You better go in there and make an entrance or I can't side with you. So Shinra pops through the ceiling. The White Clad members are already knowing what timing they're on, saying, yo, we finna have a good fight. I can't wait for this junk. It seems like some strong opponents pulled up. And they got Burns Cape flying in the wind because this dude's just clip farming for the fun of it. And
I was about to say, why he oral farming?
Dude is prepared for the hands. And then we get Shinra and Joker just chilling in the smoke, clip farming for the fun of it. Absolute cinema. And of course they gotta leave us on a cliffhanger, so we gotta wait till next Friday to see some hands actually be thrown. But let me know how y'all felt about that episode and how y'all feel about Fire Force right now as a whole, because if I'm being so honest, I'ma rock with it and I have high hopes for the rest of this season, and I'm already knowing next episode is about to be crazy based off of how they left us on this episode. And I swear, if they hit us with a little filler, a little flashback, and no hands next episode after doing what they did this episode, I'm gonna be heated. I don't care if it's some lackey Inferno fighting some nobody in the Fire Force company. I just want to see some hands be thrown. Also, let me know if y'all rock with the little abridging thing where, you know, like I'll voice act a little bit of the characters just messing around saying random things.
Hey, I fucked with the video. You feel what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. But if you made it far, just comment like apple or something, green apple or something.